Hi everybody, this is Michaela from Dancing in the Rain, and this is the street shoe versus dance shoe tutorial. So I'm going to go through some of my staple regular street shoes and tell you why they're not good for dancing. So I have a standard mule here. This is absolutely one of the worst things to put on your feet when you're dancing. It's not secure, it's not safe, you can twist your ankle, and all you hear the whole time is clank, 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 and it's not nice, and it's not fun to dance in, and it's very distracting. The other thing is the flap. A lot of people look at this and go, oh look, it looks like a ballet shoe, we can dance in it. You really can't dance in this. Even if there's a little flexibility in the sole, there's a little support. Every time I've ever tried to dance in flats, in street shoe flats, I end up getting cramps in my toes every time. Then we've got some super comfortable summer shoes, some Keens here, and they're snug. Everybody thinks, oh, they fit real snug on my feet, they're not going to come off. That's true, but the rubber on the bottom sticks, and it really restricts your movement. And the rubber's kind of thick too, which makes it a little harder to feel the floor under you. Then we have a standard, a wedge. There we go. And these are extremely comfortable as far as heels go in the grand scheme of the world, but for dancing, there's no movement. Like, you can move your toe a little if you're super strong in the toes, but you really have very little control over how your feet move, and it's just not comfortable for dancing. And then your foot can slip, you can twist your ankle, etc. Then we have, you know, the ever popular high heel. And the biggest issue with this, there are two main issues. One, there's little to no flexibility in the shoe. And so when you walk, it's like clunk, clunk, clunk. And it's just very uncomfortable for dancing. The other thing is that a lot of times you'll find when you wear heels, you end up with lower back pain, etc. There's little or no support in the arch, and it's not shaped to give you the best support. Then many people think, you know, dancing is athletic, so I'll wear sneakers. So then we run into the same problem as we did with Keens, is, you know, we've got a snug foot, we're not going to twist our ankle, but what'll happen is our foot will stick when we try to spin, and we'll twist our knee, or we'll fall, or we'll get stuck, and people run into us, etc. So these are all the no-nos, and there's plenty of others, but basically you want to avoid rubber soles, you want to avoid shoes that are not snug around your foot, you want to avoid shoes that don't give you support, and you want to avoid shoes that are difficult to move in, okay? And keep in mind, you're not just walking, you're going to be moving in all kinds of directions, so your feet need to be able to move in all sorts of directions. So I'm going to do a quick rundown of some basic dance shoes. Obviously there isn't everything here. These are some of my shoes. Some of them are real beat up, but first thing is, if you're going to get real ballroom shoes, you really need a shoe brush. This is a shoe brush. It's got very hard metal bristles, and this is for brushing the suede sole. So this shoe, I've worn it for a couple years, so it's kind of dirty, but I have, you know, brushed the suede and to try and keep the fibers working for me on the dance floor. Now these practice shoes are great because they're suede on the heel and on the toe. The heel's not very high, and they're very comfortable, they're snug, they hold your foot tightly. These are especially good in the winter months when I'm wearing pants. And gentlemen's practice shoes and regular shoes look a lot like this. These are canvas. You can get dance shoes in canvas and satin and leather and suede, all kinds of things. Now, there are two main things about ballroom shoes everyone should know. Is one, the sole should be suede. Now, you used to be able to get leather-soled shoes. It's a lot harder these days, whether we're talking about street shoes or dance shoes. The other big thing about dance shoes is there's malleability in the sole, and so you can point your toe, you can go up on releve and spin, etc. whether in a man's shoe or a lady's shoe. The other thing is that right here in the arch, there's a steel shaft. And this steel shaft has been shaped and sized for the shoe in order to give the person wearing the shoe the best support. The other thing is that every shoe is made to hold you snugly. So in this case, this one has an ankle strap. These have laces. These have a T-strap. These are really popular for tango. You get all sorts of heel heights. The lower the heel heights are usually available for practice shoes, for children's shoes, for men's shoes. Today it's a little trickier to get a lower heel in the cute women's shoes. As social dancers, we don't really care whether we're wearing a standard, smooth, Latin, or rhythm shoe. We just want them to be cute and comfortable. But technically, a closed-toed shoe like this is a smooth or standard shoe, which would be worn dancing, waltz, foxtrot, tango, Viennese waltz, or like that. And there's an elastic around the suede here that hugs the foot snugly, so that the shoe doesn't come loose. Whereas the strappier shoes are more for Latin dancing. But technically, for social, we don't care. We just want to like our shoes and we want to be comfortable. I recently purchased these, and they've got a nice thick heel, which makes me feel very secure. So even though they're as high as some of my others, they feel a lot more secure, and I don't feel as high. I feel really safe. So, couple other things, and I'm almost done. Watch everything fall here. Got some jazz shoes here. Those are always an option. Jazz and ballet shoes are a great option if you're not ready to purchase ballroom shoes yet. Here, this is a brush for a shoe like this suede heel or that suede heel. The upper is made of suede, and it can get dirty, and so this brush helps you keep the suede clean on top. The other thing that is something I love, and I get it at Fred Meyer. I'm sure you can get it elsewhere. Someday I'll buy it in bulk and sell it in class. But it's Earth Therapeutics Tea Tree Oil Foot Spray. This stuff is awesome, especially if you've been dancing for more than one lesson. If you've danced a couple hours and your feet really hurt, just take off your shoes, spray this on the bottom of your feet, sort of wave them around and feel cool and fresh, and it smells really great too, which is good because, you know, we all know shoes and dancing and feet turns into stink. And then you put your street shoes on for going out. And really important that you never wear your dance shoes outside. You want to keep them in good shape. It helps keep the dance floor clean. It helps keep your shoes clean. And it's just all around good practice. So, street shoes for dancing? No. Dance shoes for dancing? Yes. I hope this was helpful. This was a little longer than I expected, but hopefully you learned something. Thank you very much. Have a great day. See you on the dance floor.